Yeah, 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 yeah. Look, 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 look.
What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick, and in this video I'm going to be doing a rant about the justice system, because honestly the justice system is fucking bullshit, it's unfair, and it fucking sucks. You know, the justice system we have, basically that's what I'm talking about, the justice system, the court system, justice system, that, you know, they take people to court, files, cases, putting people in prison, you know, investigating murders, all that stuff in general with like police and government and court and all that stuff in general. The justice system, what I'm talking about, you know, that decides who should go to prison, their sentences and all that. I want to rant on the justice system because I think the justice system is unfair and it's fucking bullshit. And let me tell you why that is. There may be some people that the justice system did a good job of fucking over. You know, a lot of the serial killers from back in the day, they got the death penalty or they were put in there for life, you know. So there has been some stuff that happened that was good. There's a lot of bullshit that has happened with the justice system that pisses me off, and it's a bunch of bullshit. For example, Wesley Snipes, right? For a long time, because he didn't pay his taxes, he got a lot of prison time. Now granted, he should have been paying his taxes, and he did do his time. But let me tell you what's bullshit about that. Wesley Snipes wasn't paying his taxes, and yet he got more prison time than someone like Victor Salva, the guy who made Jeepers Creepers, who raped a 12-year-old kid, filmed the fucking thing. He got less prison time than a guy who didn't pay his taxes. How fucked up is that shit? How fucking insane is that? It's like so you could rape a kid, film the fucking shit, and you get less prison time than someone that just didn't pay taxes? Like I would rather have the guy that didn't pay taxes be out of prison, not a child fucker. Put those motherfuckers in prison for life or give them the death penalty. Those motherfuckers should not be out and about. They will never change because the moment they engage with fucking kids, they're going to want to do it all the time. You got to get rid of those pieces of shit, you know? Or the recent situation happening with this UFC fighter. I don't know his full name. I think it's, oh yeah, I do. Cain Velasquez or something. This guy's in prison right now and on trial. And the reason he's on trial for is just such bullshit to me, and it shows you how fucking stupid and fucked up the justice system is. This guy was going after this other dude who was a pedophile. This other guy he was going after and trying to kill him in this car chase. This guy molested this guy's daughter. So this father's daughter was molested by this sick fuck. And he was going after that guy. You know, and keep in mind, the guy that molested his daughter, he was put in prison, but they let his ass out. Even though he molested this UFC fighter's daughter and he had other cases of molesting other underage kids, he was still let out of prison, just walking scot-free. And that shows you how fucked up the justice system is, that they let these scumbags just walk out and about. And it's just going to happen. It's going to happen more often because they're failing to do what they're supposed to do, which is bring the justice down on pieces of shit and do your fucking job as a justice system. But it's a very flawed fucking system. But anyways, back to that story with Cain Velasquez. He was in the car chase. He was trying to kill that guy, that pedophile that molested his kid. He didn't get to kill him, but after that happened, he was put in prison and he's on trial right now. And it's like, why is he on trial? He was doing the right thing. He was trying to kill the piece of shit that molested his daughter. Any father would do that. If I had a kid and someone molested it, I can only imagine what I would do to someone that did that. And what choice did he have? The justice system failed him when it came to the pedophile. You know, if the justice system would have kept that guy in there for life that molested his daughter and gave him a death penalty, then everything would have been good. You know, he wouldn't have had to worry about going to kill him. But since the justice system failed him and just let this pedophile walk free, what do you expect the father to do? Of course he's going to go after and try to kill that motherfucker, and he should. I support that kind of vigilante justice. I absolutely do, especially when the justice system can't do their fucking job. And I have a wager, and I have a bet, that the reason this shit happens with that guy that was able to walk free being a pedophile, or Victor Salva, the guy who made Jeepers Creepers, raping a kid and filming it, and he got barely any prison time and he was able to get out and make more movies. I think the reason this stuff is allowed to happen is there's probably a whole lot of people higher up in the justice system, court system, government, whatever controls it in general. There's a lot of higher up people in there with power that are probably pedophiles themselves and like to fuck kids as well. So they're biased towards others that are pedophiles, and they give them a slap on the wrist. That's what I think. I mean, usually it's guilty by association, and that's why I think that shit happens. But yeah, the justice system just fucking sucks. It fails for doing what it should do. They never execute or murder or put people in life that are scumbags and don't deserve to be out here, you know? And a lot of times, people will get unfair prison time, or they get put on trial like Cain Velasquez. Like, what was wrong with him trying to kill the pedophile that molested his daughter? He should have be able to. There's nothing wrong with it. He fucking molested his daughter. Fuck that piece of shit. Once you put your hands on a kid and fuck a kid, it's over for you. There ain't no second chance. You think there's a did you think for a minute to give a second chance before you raped the kid, the guy that fucking Cain Velasquez tried to kill? It's bullshit. You know, and it just goes to show you how fucked up the justice system is. And we could give up some more examples for this shit. Like the Vic Mignogna situation, the Dragon Ball voice actor, the guy who voiced Broly in Dragon Ball. There was a whole shit ton of allegations thrown at him. None of them proven. I was following that shit when it happened a while ago. All these fucking allegations were being thrown towards Vic Mignogna, you know, and it was just really hurting his name, brand, and image. And the justice system failed to help that guy out. They failed to help him out because based off of mere allegations, his reputation was tarnished. He lost a lot of jobs and lost a lot of work. He can't voice Broly anymore. He lost work, I think, at something with Rooster Teeth, lost work at Funimation. He lost a lot of jobs and a lot of work and opportunities as a voice actor, and half of his life ruined and his reputation ruined, all because of allegations and because the justice system fucking failed him and didn't do what they should have did, which is help his ass out. You know? So they failed him as well and fucked up with that. That's another reason why the justice system fucking sucks and why it's bullshit. Another reason why the justice system sucks and it's bullshit is a lot of times they're biased towards women. Now look, there is a lot of women out there that do get raped, you know? And rightfully so, they should come forward and expose people. But there are some women out there that lie about being raped, you know? And they take advantage of the justice system and they ruin people's lives. There was these two football players I read about where they both had sex with this woman, and she was actually in a relationship, and she didn't want her boyfriend finding out she was cheating with two dudes. So she made this lie up that she was raped by these guys, and both these guys were kicked out of school, lost their football scholarship or whatever sport they were in, you know? And I'm pretty sure it wasn't even proven, or there wasn't even no evidence behind it. The justice system failed them too. I mean, she eventually got caught or something, I think, but that's another thing that happened, you know? It kind of almost goes hand in hand with allegations and the allegations rant I did, you know? The justice system just fucking sucks. It really does. You know, they don't do their fucking job, and they don't do what they should do. When it comes to situations where people have allegations out the ass, they should fix those, help the people out, get their name cleared. And if it's pedophiles or killers or sick pieces of shit, you put those motherfuckers on death penalty, or at least keep them behind bars for life. But keep them out of the fucking world, keep them out of the fucking earth. They should, no, fuck that. Pedophiles, all that, they shouldn't even have life in prison. They should just be killed and tortured. That's what should happen to them. Pedophiles and all those sick fucks that want to do crazy shit and rape kids and stuff like that, they should be tortured, they should be killed, they should get the death penalty. They shouldn't even have life in prison. Because even that's too lenient for them, you know? Because the kids they raped are going to be traumatized for life, you know? So fuck those pedophile pieces of shit and evil motherfuckers. They should put them on the death penalty. Life in prison is not shit. That ain't good enough in my opinion. Death penalty is what it should be given to them. And then another situation we could talk about with the justice system is yesterday I watched this movie called White Boy Rick, which is like a biography film on this white boy Rick guy. He's somebody else that got screwed over by the justice system. He was a young kid, you know, he was kind of involved in sort of a bad environment, drugs and guns kind of stuff, but he was trying to, like, you know, improve his life somewhat. And he was supposed to make a deal with these cops where, I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. I can't remember what exactly happened, but there was some deal that was supposed to be made with these two cops and this white boy Rick guy, this guy that exists in real life that the movie was based off of. There was supposed to be a deal with him where if he was to be an informant for the police, then they could, you know, because at the time he had some prison sentences and some stuff going on with prison. I can't fully remember the details, but It was where he was looking at life and just being in prison forever. And the police were going to offer him a deal. They said, if you work undercover for us and work as an informant, we can see what we can do to get these charges dropped and to, you know, get you out of prison and fix your life if you work for us to become an informant. And even though he did that for him and that, you know, worked out on their end and he became an informant for him, they fucked him over because he still had to go back to prison and he got nothing out of that, even though he was an informant for those people and they didn't keep their end of the bargain, they didn't keep their end of the deal. And that's another situation where the justice system fucking failed. So yeah, the justice system fucking sucks overall. There may be rare occurrences where they do shit right, you know, with all the serial killers in the past, death penalty, you know, locking people up for life that are pieces of shit, you know, things of that nature. But there's just a lot of bullshit that the justice system has, where, you know, someone like Wesley Snipes doesn't pay taxes, he gets a shit ton of prison time, but then someone like Victor Salva, who literally raped a damn kid and fucking filmed the thing, he gets less prison time than someone like Wesley Snipes who didn't pay his taxes. And Victor Salva got to go out of prison, barely served time, even though he raped the fucking kid and filmed it, and he got to make more movies. He got to make a Jeepers Creepers 2. Are you fucking serious? This is why I support vigilantism. Because if the justice system is not going to do their job and do what they should fucking do, then you know what? Fuck it. Let it be up to the citizens and civilians and whoever is involved in a certain case. Let them bring the justice. Let them do what they gotta do. Let them pretty much beat Paul Kersey from Death Wish. That's a dope movie series, by the way, with Charles Bronson. Pretty much let them beat, you know, Charles Bronson, aka Paul Kersey from Death Wish. You know, killing motherfuckers that deserve it. I support vigilantism, especially if the fucking justice system can't do their job in the first place. So that's all I wanted to say in this rant video. I just wanted to make a rant video about the justice system. It's just bullshit. It really is bullshit. It's a very flawed system, and it's a system that pisses me off because they don't do things right. When it comes to allegations that can destroy people's careers, they don't do anything about that or try to clear people's names. When it comes to pedophiles, they always just give them a slap on the wrist, no death penalty, they can get out of prison, but yet they'll give more prison time for someone that didn't pay taxes like Wesley Snipes or other people that, you know, do drugs, or maybe they even sell drugs. They'll get a shit ton of prison time, but if you rape a kid, you won't even get that much prison time, and you won't even get the death penalty, even though you did something horrendous and unforgivable, you know. Or if you're someone like White Boy Rick, who worked as an informant for 2 police officers because you were promised a deal, you know, to get your charges dropped and to get out of there, and you do what you needed to do for him, but they didn't keep up their end of the deal. They fucked him over, and he had to stay in prison until he was like 50. I think he's out now, but he had to stay in there until he was 50. Half of his life was gone being stuck in prison, you know. So overall, that's all I gotta say about the justice system. It fucking sucks. It's bullshit. It needs to be fixed. They need to do a better job at being a justice system because it's fucking flawed, you know. And if they can't fix a justice system, then I fucking support vigilantism. I support people becoming like the Punisher or Paul Kersey from Death Wish and doing what needs to be done when the justice system can't do it for us. And that's all I gotta say. This was Jackal giving you gold kicks.